We're going to do a little comparison on two clones, two different companies. What we're going to be looking at today is the Cartel full copper mod. We've got Fasttech and Infinite. That was really good juice. Alright, hey guys, besides the juice tasting really good, we're going to have a look at a couple clones today, both of the same mod, the Cartel mod. The way I know the Cartel mod is, well, the feature of the Cartel mod was that it was a solid copper device, and it being known for having its very thick cylinder wall or tube wall. So today I've got two different versions of the Cartel, one from Fasttech and one from a company called Infinite. Now the one from Fasttech is just a plain Jane Cartel style, and the one from Infinite is the limited edition. So I'll just go ahead and crack this out of its bag and let you guys have a look here as best as I can with the webcam. See if we can get it to focus. Okay, so there it is. This is the Fasttech version of the Cartel. You can see the top. I find if I put it over my face, the camera likes to focus for some reason. So there's our top. There's our bottom. Our firing button. These are spring-loaded buttons in both of them. Okay, so that's our Fasttech version. Now our version from Infinite comes in a nice box. You know, not much on the outside other than instructions on how to open the box, which is pretty self-explanatory. We can see that it says Infinite, and that it says limited edition. It's got a nice crest on the box, which I really like. Good unboxing value on this one. And inside the box we have three different size copper tubes. Looks like we've got our 18350, we've got 18500 and 18650. You can see that the engravings on the limited edition from Infinite are quite a bit darker than the one from Fasttech. I'll just pop one of these out. I'll pop out the 18350 for you guys to see. This is our bottom button. You can see it says limited edition on the bottom button. Again, spring loaded. We've got our top. Alright. And I do believe that, yes, these are silver plated connecting pins. So, price difference on these two. Of course, Fasttech, anything from Fasttech is going to be cheaper than anywhere else you can pretty much buy it. Now, what I'm finding about Fasttech is that you're almost like you're getting rejects from the good batch. The good batch goes somewhere else, and Fasttech gets the rejects. For some reason, every time I buy something from Fasttech, it's either scuffed or there's something going on with it. So, you know, not to put down Fasttech, I'm sure maybe that's just me and what I've received, but on the Fasttech version, I've just got a little tiny nick at the bottom and another one on the top cap. You know, no big deal. This one I'm going to end up putting a patina on it. The little nick on it, no big deal, but for some reason every time I get something from Fasttech, there's something wrong with it. I don't know what it is, but yeah, price range. Price range on one from Fasttech. I checked their site today. Today is July 18th. As of July 18th, this one at Fasttech is going for $28 and some change. That's not including shipping on that one. And Fasttech's really good for marking things as gifts, so no tax at the border, which is awesome on smaller orders. The bigger orders you get, you're going to end up paying tax at the border. And our Infinite one, our Infinite Cartel, or our Cartel from Infinite. This one is going, depending on the retailer you get it at. I got mine at Redux Vapers. This one here at Redux Vapers is going for $90. That is what I paid for this one. And to tell you the truth, after we get done with the up and close with these two, I do not regret spending that money. The quality of this one is there. You're definitely going to get what I'm saying after we do the up and close with this one. Definitely not disappointed. This one's a keeper for sure. But depending on where you go, you know, it's going to be that higher value, but you're getting good craftsmanship, you're getting quality out of the higher end mod, definitely. So yeah guys, let's go ahead and get up close with this one. We'll do the comparison between the two and you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not bashing Fasttech for its, you know, quality or whatever. That's just how I receive this mod. But after we get done with the up and close, you'll get to see my point. While the difference in the two, while the quality in between both of these. Alright, so let's have a look at the Fasttech version first. So we'll move the Infinite out of the way, and this is our Fasttech version. You can see the cartel crest right on the face of that. You can see nice solid copper all the way through. Now, I have been using this for about a day and a half, and I have had my grimy mitts all over this, and I've yet to polish this up. So looking pretty good so far. And you can see in the end, you can see my addy has already kind of scuffed that up. That can be polished out, no problem with copper. You can see our connecting pin is copper plated. On the bottom we have our cartel logo along with some scripture on there. Not too sure what it says. I have not taken the time to look at that. So we have our top cap. Nice threads on this. It came very clean from Fasttech. So we can see our top cap here. We've got our adjusting pin on the top here for your atomizer, and then the lower pin for battery adjustment, battery rattle adjustment. See down our tube, you can see how thick this is. This is quite a thick mod. I'm just gonna grab another mod here really quickly just to compare to for you. I'm gonna grab my Atomo. We'll just take the top cap off of this and we'll place these side by side. So you can see the difference in thickness. It's quite substantial on the cartel, and as far as I know, that's what it's known for, is the thick copper tube. On our bottom firing switch, we've got our venting hole on the bottom, our connection pin, which is it does look like copper plating on that. We'll just go ahead and take the switch apart real quick. So then we have our firing pin. which has these nice gnarled edges on it, which is really handy for when taking apart these switches. You can see it's just a post that comes through the bottom of the actual switch. There's our spring, nice and clean in there. Our battery vent hole carries through on that. Nice spring. See our engravings again on the bottom switch, very nice. And there we go, that's what we have from Fasttech. Pretty nice. The threads are nice. Like I said, I've been using it for about a day and a half. The threads are kind of dirty. I did take it to work with me. It stayed in the vehicle. But it just seems to attract fingerprints, and yeah. But that's what you get with copper. So yeah, let's move on now to the infinite version of the cartel. So we have our infinite version here. Lift the lid. We've got our nice badge on the front with limited edition by Infinite. Inside we've got our 3 copper tubes. We've got our 18350, our 18500, and our 18650. I'll just go ahead and pop all of these out. Nothing else in the box. Nice kind of suede material on the face of this. So on our 3 different tubes here, we've got the 18350 version, and you can see the engraving on this, or I should say this one's laser etched, and the one from Fasttech is engraved. You can see the limited edition with our serial number. Now I have not polished these up, so they're kind of haggard from handling them. You can see our top here, got another little scuff there from an Addy. We've got our silver plated connection button, or connecting pin, and we can see just below that is what looks like a brass plated ring of sorts. We'll go ahead and pop open the top cap. Really nice smooth threads on this one also. So we can see we have completely silver plated adjustment pin for your atomizer, and we've got another adjustment pin for battery rattle. We've got black Delrin insulator which carries through the top cap of this. Nice vent airflow holes there. So that's our top cap. I'll place that up here. We've got inside our tube, nice and clean in there. We've got our bottom firing switch, which has some very nice laser etching on it, also limited edition with some scripture written all around the outside. Take off our bottom switch. Inside we have a rubber O-ring here. Now this is quite a thick O-ring. I really do like this, definitely for keeping the plastic coating on the outside of your batteries from getting torn up. We do have another silver plated connection pin. We'll just go ahead and take this battery apart, or sorry, this bottom switch apart. This one doesn't have quite nice gnarled edges as the Fasttech version, but still they are kind of nicer. This O-ring is definitely making it more difficult to get this bottom pin unscrewed. So there we have it. We've got our bottom pin unscrewed, and this is a little bit different style than the Fasttech version. The Fasttech version has the actual button screws into the pin itself, and in this case the pin screws into the button itself. Now we've got our spring here, which appears to be a much larger spring than the Fasttech version, and we've got our bottom firing button. 18650 and 18500 are pretty much the same thing. Nice and clean, nice threads on them, nice logo. Really like them. Okay, so let's do our comparison between the Fasttech version and the Infinite version. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab our Fasttech version and our Infinite version. This is what you're getting for the money. Now you can see that the Fasttech version, when I received the Fasttech version, I did not have the limited edition with me, and I had already thought that with the Fasttech version that these walls were awesomely thick, like super thick walls. And then when I got the limited edition, I was just grabbed by how thick those these copper walls were, just in a comparison to our Atomo tube here. We can see the different thicknesses, and that's honestly where the money is going when you go with the high-end mod compared to the Fasttech version. Definitely well worth spending the extra little bit of money. You can see it right there, there's proof. But I mean, if your budget calls for the Fasttech version, go with the Fasttech version all the way. So I'll just go ahead and remove our top cap from the Fasttech version, and we'll place the tube off to the side. We'll grab our top cap from our Infinite version. This is our Fasttech version, and this is our Infinite version. Now you can see the copper on top of the Fasttech version is a little bit different than the one from the Infinite. We can see that the Fasttech version has a copper plated firing pin and the Infinite has a silver plated firing pin. Both top caps are, I'm going to say they're both, as far as just the top cap goes without the connection pin, are very similar in build. And see that the Infinite one is quite thicker. The connection pin is gigantic in comparison to the Fasttech version. You can see we've got our Delrin insulators, obviously. Definitely with the higher end mod, we're going bigger and better. So that's our top cap comparison. Now our bottom firing buttons. This is our Infinite. This is our Fasttech. So we'll just compare connecting pins right off the bat. So you can see that on the Infinite version, the firing pin actually screws into the bottom button, while the Fasttech actually screws to the button itself. So that's our firing pins. We've got our bottom switches here. We do have a bit of a different design because one is the limited edition and one is just our regular cartel version. You can see on the bottom, our bottom firing button with the Infinite version is quite thicker compared to the Fasttech version. Also, again, with how the firing pin screws into the bottom. Now we've got our spring housings for the bottom switch cover. Now you can see in the Fasttech version the spring that they're using in that and the spring they're using in the Infinite version. You can also see the difference between the vent size holes, or the battery venting holes is quite larger on the Infinite version, and The Infinite version looks like it has a much larger chamfer on the edge of the button, which is quite comfortable. You know, not bashing the Fasttech one, I mean, it's not really noticeable. I did notice that these edges on the buttons, both buttons, are actually quite sharp. You know, not sharp enough to cut you, but pretty close. You can see our threads on those also, and our O-ring on the Infinite version compared to nothing on the Fasttech version. So there we go, guys. We did our comparison between the Fasttech and the Infinite version. You guys be the judge. You know, you guys decide whether you are going to spend the extra money for the Fasttech version, or spend more money for the Infinite version, the higher end clone, or if your budget calls for a Fasttech.